Sup everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome everybody to the actual superior game of the year. The game of the year award that we don't award shit, don't talk about any game that came out this year, and tell Jeff Keighley that his own show is mediocre at best. I'm quickly realizing I should have wrote a script for this, but who cares. Before we start, I just want to say, the games shown here are not in any specific order. The exception to that is the number 1 spot. Because I don't wanna waste my time trying to pick, oh well, like this game more than this game, I don't care about that. But I want to at the very least pick the favorite game of the year. I'm just spinning the wheel, and whatever comes up, I'm gonna talk about. And to make Gaia's editing a little bit more of a nightmare, I'm going to record this, and just later I'm gonna pick the order. Good luck, Gaia! I'll make this one quick. Super Mario World is fantastic, one of the greatest platforms of all time. I still feel kinda weird to put it on the list because it's Mario World, it's a fantastic game, but also it's kinda bland to pick as one of the best games of the year. There are enough videos out there already talking about Super Mario World and why it's great. I am not going to be the one that convinces you. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. It might as well be the best Fire Emblem out there. If you disagree, it's okay. You're an idiot, but it's okay. The stupid reason why I decided to play Radiant Dawn after all this time was actually Baldur's Gate. Last year Baldur's Gate 3 was the winner of the "wow, I'm sure this is weird but I absolutely do not care about it" award. What I got from it was that everyone wanted to fuck the vampire and that it was a strategy game. Somehow that was the little bump I needed to get over a 5-year burnout on this franchise. To the point where I replayed Path of Radiance before playing Radiant Dawn. It's kinda complex to explain why I think this game is the best without talking about Fire Emblem 6, 7 and 8 and 9. Because the Fire Emblem 9 is a Fire Emblem where everything came fucking together, 10 is the game where everything came fucking together, and then they turned it up to 11. It's not without flaws, the game is obscenely long. I still believe this was supposed to be a trilogy, but they combined game 2 and 3 in one single game, which is the reason the Dawn Brigade has only 10 chapters. You can't overthrow an occupation on army in just 10 chapters, that's insane! Well, they did have the Black Knight, so they could have done it in 7. Anyway, Radiant Dawn is big and slow, and it is the best Fire Emblem out there. As the sequel to Path of Radiance, it still keeps a lot of what made that game the greatest, but at the same time it tries to do its own thing. This is Path of Radiance, but bigger in every sense of the word. This game is 50 chapters long. Might have taken me 30 hours to beat it, but I love it. It's a game that works so greatly because of the small things. It's the small changes that were built on the franchise little by little along the games. And although I think they came together in Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn did them again and did them bigger and greater. But you see guys, this is what I don't get about Amy. I think Sophie's hot, and I love Micaiah, but they fucking just don't do it for me. Because Amy used to say, and I quote, "Nothing is harder than seeing 2 hot people bang." But I just don't get it, I don't feel it. I guess that's why. A little behind the scenes for everyone at home. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon got here at the last minute. But Mystery Dungeon was such a curious little experience that I decided, fuck it, let's add one more and not change the list. Guys, stop looking at me like that. So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a cute little dungeon crawler where you become a Pokemon and then you have a buddy Pokemon that you can name after your friend. So it's you and your mate going down a hole exploring. Is it perfect? No. The Game of the Month video is out there. I think this game is way too simplistic. But granted, yeah, it's a Pokemon game, kids are gonna pick this up. It's not really a good idea to make this game hard. I wish it had a little bit more stuff crammed into it, like, I don't know, give me a headband to work as armor. I'm not asking to give Pikachu a full-on berserk armor, but come on, give me something. But it's cute, I like this game, I want more of this game. The framework is here, now I just need to improve it. Will the next game improve it? I don't know, but I want to check it out. Will we get a new game? Most likely not. Game Freak is allergic to good ideas, you know? They are so allergic to good ideas, we just now got a Pokemon Gacha game, can you believe it? For a good 6 months I thought Freedom Planet was going to be the game of the year. But life is full of surprises, I'm sorry. Not that sorry, because this game is still fantastic. At the time I made the Game of the Month video, I had done only one single Lilac run, but since then I have done a Carol and Mila run, and that just adds more to the greatness of the game. Carol is a little bit meh when she's not on the bike. On the bike she's amazing because she's fighting on the bike, that's incredible, you cannot fuck that up. But if that is she's just a slower Lilac, I wish she was a little bit more combat focused. And Mila is such a complete different approach to the game. And all of that is on top of having a cute dragon girl as a playable character. This game is great. You should not be surprised that Wind Waker is my favorite 3D Zelda. Starting now. Actually, you should be a little bit surprised because, a little spoiler for the next video, I absolutely hate the ocean. And by extent, Poseidon. Fuck that guy. Rapist motherfucker. Now why is Wind Waker my favorite? There is a 30-minute video of me screaming about Zelda. Check that out, it's gonna explain a lot. Wind Waker is the 3D Zelda that nails everything Zelda should be. It might not be perfect by 1.6 kilometers, but it still beats every single 3D Zelda out there. Not counting Breath of the Wild, but detail, that's modern Zelda. You place me on this big world, you pretty much let me freely explore it. The things I found on this open world have value, and to talk about story, I actually don't mind it. It's a perfect sweet spot for a Zelda story. It's not too much in your face screaming, you need to do this, you need to do that, canon me for blah 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 blah. But it's still present. The story kicks off with you needing to rescue your sister. That felt personal to me. It was a perfect blend of, I'm not going to annoy you too much, but I'm gonna have a way. And speaking of sister, guys giving me some dirty looks saying I need to stop talking because she's the one who has to edit this. It took me 3 tries to like Metroid Prime, but I did it. Oh my god. It's not without flaws. This game is way too linear to the amount of backtrack you have to do. Can you imagine if like, you wanted to drink some water, but to get to the kitchen, you need to take a 30-minute hike and pass through a cave full of lava? Well, I can, I live in a train. But yeah, that's pretty much all the complaints I have. Like, it's Metroid. Retro tried their best to adapt the series to 3D, and they nailed it. This is the essence of Metroid. You are alone on a planet, you need to explore. As you explore, you either find things to progress, or to make your life easier. All of this on one of the most fun and interesting planets on this franchise. Talos is a phenomenal place. I'm taking off my bandana to these guys, they nailed it. I mean, I'm gonna be cheating for this one. Much like Mega Man, I don't think it makes sense to give 2 different spots to 2 games on the same series. Last year was the first time in my life I beat Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. And ever since I've been thinking, man, Mario & Luigi is so much fun. I should give it a shot. So after I finished Paper Mario, I decided, fuck it, I'ma play Partners in Time. Already on the vibe for a Mario RPG, let's do it. And then he announced Brothership and I thought, okay, fine, I'm playing the whole series. And so I did. I also just lied because I didn't play Paper Jam. And with that I dug my own grave because now I play the whole series aside from Paper Jam. And I feel like I should play Paper Jam, but I don't want to play Paper Jam and my 3DS exploded. And if you want me to play Paper Jam, give me money. Partners in Time and Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, they're great. Although, neither of them became my favorites, and for different reasons. I think Partners in Time is great. It took Superstar Saga and made it better. Kinda, somewhat, a little bit, but yes but no. But at the same time it feels kinda mild. And Bowser's Inside Story, man, never in my life I thought being a reptile would make me this sad. But much like Paper Mario, you need to actively fuck up to make a bad Mario RPG. You need to fight against fate and destiny to make a bad Mario RPG. I can have whatever the fuck problems I have with this game. I still have Mario, I still have Luigi, the battle is still fun, the adventure is still fun. Honestly, even the 2 games that I consider to be on the bottom of the ranking, I still think are phenomenal. And I want to start a fight. The worst Mario and Luigi is still on the same level as the best Paper Mario, there I said it. Since this is all randomized, I have no idea in which order you are gonna be listening to this. But to me, I just talked about 4 platformers in a row, and this one, well, I don't think it's the greatest because Fredo played it, but it's also one of the greatest. You can consider this a call-out post to other Mega Man fans that don't like Mega Man 5, what's wrong with you? 5 is probably the best classic Mega Man. It is also the only Mega Man where you can drop the N-bomb. 5 is the Mega Man that gets everything right, the most right. This is a franchise that keeps on building on the previous game, so 2 improves over 1, 3 improves over 2, kinda, 4 improves over 3, 5 improves over 4, and on 5 you pretty much reach the pinnacle. 5 is such an amazing game that they need to bring out the rush adapters for 6 to make 6 feel different from 5. Also to talk a little bit about 6 because I also played this year but it's not gonna show up on the list. Because 1, I'm not putting 2 different Mega Mans on the list, that's just a waste of a spot. And 2, I didn't finish the game. It is the last Mega Man game I have to play. I have to savor it. 6 is also an amazing game because Mega Man, to me what makes 6 essential on its own is the rush adapters. I really want the rush adapters to come back in 12 and to be better utilized, because on 6 they are fun, but you can take more use out of it. Granted, this is a NES game, so I guess that's the reason why they didn't. But still, Mega Man 5 and 6, great games. I wasn't even going to put 6 on this list because I didn't finish, but it's here, it's great, and you should all buy the Legacy Collection. Please, help this franchise. So I waited on a Star Fox Marathon this year. Why? Because I didn't love enough that franchise, I needed one more. And yeah, I can kinda see why Star Fox has been dead ever since the N64. Star Fox 64 is an all-rail shooter. I will not act like this is the second best thing in the world right below fucking a dragon. But do you know what this game is? Absurdly fun. If I'm not mistaken, I think I played this game 5 times in 3 days. That should tell you. It also makes me think I like on-rail shooters and I just didn't know. I mean, the concept couldn't be any simpler. Fox, Star, shoot things. Star Fox. But simplicity, well executed, is a recipe for some of the greatest things ever made. But it's not like the game is just a straight shot to the end. There is an absurd amount of little secrets you can find on this game. Mate, the warping middle is one of the craziest things I've done on this game. I love it. To quickly talk about the rest of the Star Fox games I played, Star Fox 2 is fun, also the most undercooked thing I've seen since Pokemon X, but the two of them are fun. I love the game, phenomenal, and now I'm a Star Fox widow as well, god damn it. I will preface that I don't think Thousand Year Door is a bad game. I think every single Paper Mario fan is way too delusional. Oh right, I need to keep it quick, my bad. I won't shit talk Thousand Year Door today. I could, but I won't. So what is the best part of Thousand Year Door? Vivian, I mean the characters, of course the characters. I love them, we have Vivian, Goomba Girl, Turtle, I'm joking. I need to stop making this joke, I'm punching down at this point. Paper Mario fans have already been beaten enough. Okay, the serious talk about Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Characters are great. It's a Mario RPG. Do you really think it's gonna be bad? It takes some gumption to make a bad Mario RPG. I had to look up what gumption meant. Of course I had my problems. Is it a little bit too slow? Yes. Do you backtrack a lot? Yes. The battles could be better? Yes. But who cares? It's Mario RPG. I was not joking before. I think what really makes the game click is the characters. It's the old formula of have a new chapter, introduce a new character, use said character through the chapter, use the chapter to flesh their character out. That's a formula, but it's a good formula. It was me, the gang of misfits I found along the way, going to beat the ever-loving shit of a demon lord. Wait, that's just Final Fantasy. That's why it works. And to touch on battle a little bit, because, you know, it's me, Yue, hi, I like fighting very much. The fighting is fun, it could go a little bit faster, but it's fun. Again, Mario RPG, I love the action system of Mario RPGs. Why would they take it from us? I don't know. Nintendo isn't the #1 spot on the most punchable video game companies list for nothing, you know? Honestly, I think Donkey Kong Country Returns is my favorite platformer ever. It's just so great! Donkey Kong is such a chunky fuck on this game, and that made me fall in love with the game. And that also made so that guy couldn't pass the second level. I also don't get it, but I guess I just like my platformers to be heavy. I truly do not have any complaint of my own. I heard some people complain about other things related to the game, like you can't play as Diddy Kong, but I am more than happy to play as Donkey Kong. I heard people saying that it's hard, but I think that's what the kids today call, what's the name again? Fucking sucking. I mean, yeah, I died a lot, but I'm also stupid. It wasn't the game being hard, it was me going check this out and jumping off a cliff. And the motion controls? Yeah, okay, you can have this one. But all in all, I love the game. And now I'm on a tough spot because I wanna play Tropical Freeze, but I don't wanna pay the $60 to play Tropical Freeze. Anyone out there want to sell me Tropical Freeze for like 20 bucks? Oh. Do I talk about this for in depth? Oh, nope, okay guys, just give me the I'm gonna hurt you look. I'm gonna shut up. Okay, let's quickly talk about 4 games because I also went on an absurd Wario Land journey this year. I'm just missing Shaky, which fun fact was going to be a video for the channel but it got scrapped. Details. Wario Land 1 is Mario. It's a slower paced Mario, I should add. This feels way closer than a slower Mario than a Wario Land game. Wario Land 2, my favorite. This is what a Wario Land should be. Wario has its own systems and mechanics of how he interacts with levels. Money is a focus, which weirdly enough wasn't really on the first game. Exploration is another focus, which creates even more difference from it to Mario. And as a bonus you have different endings on a platformer. That's not even the cherry on top, that's another sundae on top of your sundae. Wario Land 3 is the second best one and it's very close, You know how I just talked about exploration being a focus of the game? They turned it up to 11. This game is closer to a Metroidvania, a Wario-vania. But it still follows the idea of being a Mario game, so you go from level to level, but then you have to revisit the levels to access something that you couldn't before, because you got something in another level because this is a Metroidvania. This game is also great. And Wario Land 4, that isn't my least favorite because Wario Land 1 exists. To be fair, I think I fucked it up because I played this game on hard. Wario Land 4 is still far from being a bad game. It is a weird shift for the franchise, but to be fair, 2 and 3 also are a weird shift. I think they put way too much focus on the exploration. So a lot of times I was completely lost thinking, where did I go? Oops, I died. Well, back to the start. But these 3 games? Great. And then you play Wario Land 1 as well because you know, you pretty much played everything. Play the weird one as well. But before I give my non-existing Game of the Year award to a game that didn't come out this year, I want to give an honorable mention. It's not a game, but something related to a game. The Rockman Sun manga. I do not remember how this manga came back into my life. I knew about it when there was one single chapter out there, and for some reason I decided not to read it. I don't know, I just forgot, and Guy forgot as well. Good job, fuckface. This is why your favorite franchise is dead. Anyway, because of the twists and turns of the universe, we sat down and read it front to back, and oh my lord, this is such a love letter to this franchise. The story is set many moons after, well, technically Mega Man 11, but that's because that's the latest game. Capcom, for the love of God, give us a new one. It's been 7 years. Dr. Wily is retired, Dr. Light is retired, Rock is working as a dentist, which comes out of left field but at the same time feels really in character. And a good chunk of the chapters revolve around Rock helping the other robot masters try to fight their way in life. I did not know robots could have a middle-age crisis, but we'll have 60-something chapters of it. But that's just the beginning, because as the story progresses, we get to the terrorism part of the story. This was a wild journey from beginning to end. Actually, to quote my cat, it was a wild and tripping ride. Dude, they had fucking Anchor as a recurring character. Do you know who Anchor is? I had to look it up because I didn't remember. I love it. Guy, I love it. And we felt like he should get a shout out here, even though it's not a game. Also another honorable mention, Cardenciel. This is just getting an honorable mention because I have 10 hours on a demo. I played a fucking card game demo, the demo of a fucking card game for 10 hours. And to be fair, could play more. This is also a formal apology to Indie Creates, sorry for shit talking this game. If you truly thought Pikmin's Anti-Platinum Lagoon wasn't going to be my favorite game of the year, I mean, I don't blame you, I didn't talk about it anywhere, but it was my favorite game of the year. This is one of the most UI car games ever made. This is a tokusatsu inspired action game, made by the guys that made Bayonetta. More specifically, the guy that made Resident Evil 2 and Devil May Cry. The combat is the biggest highlight of the game. It's the best example I can give of making something simple, but still giving it depth. It's straight to the point. Draw the circle, punch the robot. You did it. It's simple. But once you get the hang of this game, and you start switching weapons in the middle of a combo, that will feel insane. And there's also how each weapon interacts with a set of enemies, so no weapon feels useless. And a couple of those enemies is up to you to figure out which weapon counters them. And that's not even talking about characters, story, locations, secrets, exploration, power-ups. It's incredible. And that was the game of the year. Well, kinda. The games of the year that didn't come out this year, a demo of something that came out this year, and a manga. Which got me thinking, maybe I should talk about anime as well. Not on the channel in general, but just as a quick on the Game of the Year video. That was immediately shut down because everything I watched this year was a sci-fi anime from the 70s and a harem anime to end all harem anime. I went to the extremes this year.